In Perry, farmers and others with a stake in Georgia agriculture gathered for a meeting to hear about some critical issues that affect the state's largest industry. The chairman of the state Senate and state House Ag committees, who routinely work together for the benefit of Georgia agriculture, hosted that meeting, and the Monitor's Mark Wildman was there.
In a crowded meeting room at the Georgia National Fairgrounds and Agri-Center in Perry, farmers, businessmen, and others who understand the importance of agriculture gathered to hear about many topics important to the industry. Chairman of the House Ag Committee, Tom McCall, and the chairman of the Senate Ag Committee, John Bulloch, hosted the event.
Well, we actually started this about 4 years ago, and it was kind of an offshoot dealing with water issues, and we had the regional water councils, and we were trying to be sure that every water council, the ag segment of that water council, kind of was on the same talking points and same interest as far as the benefits of agriculture and the needs of agriculture, not just from a given region, but from the whole state. But still, we had the regional concept. And after that, we just started having other things that came up and topics that we felt like were important, and the participants in the meetings, they had shown an interest that they wanted to continue to try to meet and learn more about kind of the things going on in the state of Georgia.
One of the main purposes of the event is to let producers get up to speed on changes that are coming, and one of the issues that affect farmers the most are the sales tax exemptions for agriculture. Farmers and other ag leaders worked hard to get this legislation passed, and those in attendance feel it is a great step in strengthening the industry, an industry that injects billions into the state's economy.
We started that process, all the exemptions that we have enjoyed since the 50s, the feed, seed, fertilizer, and chemicals, along with all the patchwork of exemptions that we had built over the years, all of that was on the line. All of it could be considered to be taken away from us in this tax reform. And we went through 3 years of hard work. Our grassroots came out, they talked about the issues and how important those tax exemptions are, how it keeps us competitive in the marketplace. And through all those 3 years, their voice was heard. And not only did we keep the exemptions we had, we actually had got them broadened to touch some other areas that weren't broadened. And that's not a patchwork. We don't have any sunset rules on it. They're there to stay, and it's just been a huge victory for agriculture.
Other issues that were discussed included the Transportation Investment Act reform, measuring the importance of a viable workforce, and an update from the director of the Environmental Protection Division, Judd Turner.
And when you get this many voices from people from all over the state, there were people from North Georgia to Southwest Georgia, and one thing that kind of helps is you know, I live in Northeast Georgia, but then there's friends of mine in Southwest Georgia. I know what they're thinking, and you know, it's not like they have to explain to me everything that's going on. I kind of know which direction they're coming from, and a lot of it comes from listening to them and meetings just like this.
The meeting is an important step in bringing not only farmers together, but shows the joint efforts in the House and the Senate to maintain a strong agriculture sector in Georgia.
This is agriculture, and we can't divide ourselves whether we're senators or House members. We're just members of the General Assembly, and we are trying to inform the general public and especially the ag segment about what's going on in Atlanta, Georgia.
For the Georgia Farm Monitor, I'm Mark Wildman.